Hi, welcome to CTE Know Before You Go. I'm the career coordinator for the CTE department. CTE stands for Career and Technical Education. And today's guest fits right in with CTE's mission, and that is to provide high-quality hands-on learning to our students for their chosen post-secondary education and career choices after high school. And we're hoping to help inform parents as well, not only about the options in high school, but what's available to them after high school, no matter what those options are. So I'd like to introduce and welcome Rainey Nutter from the Nutter Foundation.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here, Rainey. So tell me a little bit about what's going on the weekend of the 17th. I think we have something called DozerDays that...
Yes. So we are actually going to be hosting our 15th annual DozerDay this year at the Clark County Event Center. And on the Friday, the 17th, we are going to have a private event for Marion Elementary School and also for the Career Day.
Yeah, and I know Evergreen Public Schools and Vancouver Public Schools are bringing high school seniors, 17 and older, who are looking for something right out of high school. So what's DozerDays about?
So DozerDay is putting the kids and adults these days in and operating heavy construction equipment. We're also wanting to educate the community about public safety and sustainable communities.
Okay. I know my husband watches Gold Rush and he gets super excited by all the equipment on there. Will people actually be able to operate the equipment?
Yes, for sure. So the younger kids actually get in with an operator and they get to drive it, and then the big kids like us, and the operator steps out and just kind of coaches them a little bit, and they get to actually get in and operate it.
Oh, fun. And have you guys been doing DozerDay at the fairgrounds for 15 years here in Vancouver?
No, we actually used to be at a rock quarry.
Okay. And how did the idea get started for DozerDay?
That is a good question. So originally the Parks Foundation was doing DozerDay, and then it was going to go away, and so we made sure to make them an offer that they couldn't refuse, because of course we believe in the Parks Foundation as well. And then we took over, and it has just grown substantially since.
We were in Battleground the other day, and they were talking about DozerDay and how their students, their youngins, couldn't wait to get out there. So tell me a little bit about what parents and students can expect, or children, on the weekend event that's going on Saturday and Sunday, May 17th and May 18th.
Well, it'll be Saturday, May 18th.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yes. I want to make sure I get the dates right. It's all a blur right now for me, but it is... we always do DozerDay the third weekend in May.
Okay.
And so this year it falls on the 18th and the 19th. And when they're out there, there is probably about 25 pieces of equipment for the youngers to drive in the pit. And then in the upper pit, there is equipment for the adults to drive. And then we have amazing sponsors that do great activities. And we will have new this year, we will have a stage and live music and games and a park. And Les Schwab does an amazing tire crawl, and Waste Connections comes out and does this recycling activity. And Northwest Natural educates on Call Before You Dig. It's just amazing. Our sponsors just do amazing things to educate.
Awesome. And we're going to put a list up of the companies that are involved in DozerDay in Vancouver this year, so you'll be able to see that on the channel broadcasting. We talked about the Nutter Foundation that puts on DozerDay. What's the Nutter Foundation?
Well, the Nutter Foundation actually started in 2006, and then to date we have given back just over $1.4 million. Wow. And so that is thanks to our amazing sponsors and the success of DozerDay. And so it feels good. We're actually accepting grants between March 1st and June 15th, so we are right in the middle of it. We also have started, rather than having organizations apply for grants, we guarantee you a grant if you come out and bring students or adults 14 and up to volunteer. We will guarantee you a grant. And so we want to make sure that these younger adults understand that they can be giving back to their community. There's many ways to give back to your community, and it doesn't just have to be financially.
So tell me about the grant process. If I'm an employer and I want to come to DozerDays, how does the grant work?
So if you go onto our website at vancouver.dozerday.org, there is, and then you just hit the grant link, you will see a grant application. And
Okay.
so that would be if you wanted to fill out a grant application and not be guaranteed it. If you want to be guaranteed it, you sign up to volunteer at the event.
Okay.
Yeah.
Neat. And so do you have all the volunteers you need for this year's event?
Oh, we can always use more volunteers.
And they would go to the same place to volunteer?
Yes, right on the volunteer. There's a volunteer link as well, and it's fun. And most of our volunteers come back year after year. It is amazing, and it just feels so good when we always ask how many of the volunteers have been volunteers before, and so many hands go up in the air. I mean, it's amazing because that clearly shows how much they are appreciated.
So to be in volunteer, they can go to vancouver.dozerday.org
Yes.
and sign up, and you need to be 14 years or older?
Yes.
Okay. And let's see. Who should attend Dozer Day? So,
You know what? Anybody that wants to go out and have a nice day out should attend Dozer Day. I mean, it really is for everybody. If you want to just eat good food, we have got amazing vendors. If you want to listen to music, we have got a great stage. If you want good giggles, they're going to be playing games up on stage. And, for the young kids, there's so much to do. And, for the young adults that are looking at maybe going into the industry, it is a good spot to go as well because they can actually talk to some of the people who are in the industry and hear about what their options are.
yeah, and that makes all the difference sometimes. It's a great opportunity to get out there and network with people that may be doing something that you don't even know about yet as a high school senior. A neat opportunity that Nutter Foundation does is we talked about the event on Friday, May 17th. That's not open to the public, but is open to our school, to our students 17 years and older. And what's the Dozer Day Career Fair going to look like?
So this will be our second annual Dozer Day Career Fair. So we will have a couple hundred students, and we will have 4 different stations, and they will rotate from station to station. And so one area is where they can sit down and talk with these companies and set up interviews and just ask any questions they want. Another station is more hands-on, and that is where they can again talk with the people, but they're more hands-on doing it.
So the employers get the benefit of seeing these kids in action, right?
Yes, and they also get to see what it's going to be like if they were in the trade. And then we've got a heavy equipment area where they actually can get in and drive the equipment and see if that's of interest. And then the 4th station is lunch. But yeah, can't forget about that. But I think that I know that many eons ago when I was finishing high school, I didn't know what I wanted to do, and it's a confusing time, and yes, college is great and it's important, but what do I want to take? It was just so confusing. And a lot of these companies at the career fair will actually, once you are an employee, they will figure out what you're good at and what they want to be helping you to further your education on, and a lot of them are paying for it for you to go to the school, because then you are more of a benefit to the company and you're taking the right classes to further your education. And
right.
So it just makes a lot of sense.
So it's not an all or nothing decision, which I think some kids may think, that I either go to school, I go to college, I go to community college, or I go to work. But it can be a combination of the both.
For sure.
And you can get those employers to help contribute to that education.
Yes.
So mom and dad don't have to do it all.
Yes. And so often it's stressful, because you just don't know. And so once you get in there and you figure out what it really is that you want to do, then move forward towards that, I think is.
And some of these employers that I've talked to, they're great at getting a kid and then helping them find out what they're good at within that company. And that's a really cool thing to do as well.
Yes. And at our career fair, we have got amazing partners that it's so exciting to think that we can be helping these young adults get, great jobs that can lead into careers.
Absolutely. Is there a dress code at Dozer Day?
They're at the DozerDay, no dress code.
Okay.
At the career fair, yes, there is a dress code.
So we had talked about that, but when it's open to the general public, they
No,
can...
yes, no dress code. But I was actually at the site the other day, and it does look pretty dry, and the weather is fabulous outside right now, so hopefully it stays that way. But if it rains, it's still fun to go and stomp in puddles and have a good old time, and just bring your the shoes and stuff that you don't mind getting dirty.
Absolutely. What's the cost for the weekend event?
The cost, if you get your tickets in advance, which we highly recommend, and you can get your tickets in advance at Chuck's Produce, Columbia Bank, and Riverview Community Bank. If you get them in advance, it's $8 and $10. If you wait till the day of the event, the price goes up $3 a ticket, so then it becomes $11 and $13.
Okay, so get those tickets in advance.
Yes. And it all goes to a great cause too.
Awesome.
Yes.
And what's your favorite thing about Day?
Oh my gosh, for me personally, I love walking around and seeing all the smiles on the kids' faces. It makes it all worth it. I definitely have times throughout the year where I wonder what I am doing, when I should be doing all these other things and I'm stuck at the computer. But then, when you walk around and you get to see everybody so happy, that's what it's all about for me.
Awesome.
Yes.
And what can employers do if there's a company out there that wants to get involved and maybe bring equipment or take part in it?
Yes, we love our sponsors, and so and the more that we can be doing to bring other things out, I think the better it is for the community and everybody involved. And so if you wanted to last minute, we still have a little bit of space left. You could go and hop on our website again, and then my email address is right there, and send me over an email and we can work on something. Or for the future, just go to vancouver.dozerday.org and hit the sponsor page, and that will give you all the information that you need.
Awesome.
Yes.
Do you also do the Dozer Days in other locations in Washington? I keep saying Dozer Days. It's Dozer Day. So for the website, it's vancouver.dozerday.org.
Yes. So we originally started as one day, and we've just grown so much that we needed to go to 2 days, and so we did. We've gone to 2 days, and 2 days seems to work. I would like to touch on we do get lines at Dozer Day.
Mm-hmm.
The lines do get long, but when you really think about it, we have one kid in a piece of equipment at a time, and that child gets to control their ride completely. You go to Disneyland and you wait in a line, and there's 20 other people on the ride. This ride, we make sure that child is in that piece of equipment and they are having a good time, and they're toggling all the buttons and everything, and we're not cutting it short. You know, I mean, we really want to make sure the kid is in the piece is having a great time, and we really focus on that. But yes, then back to the other Dozer Days. So we have grown. We have found that we were getting really busy, and so we have shared the opportunity with others, and actually in 2020 will be our closest Dozer Day yet, and that will be at the Lane County Fairgrounds.
Okay. But you'll be coming back to the Clark County Fairgrounds
yes,
as well?
We will always do a Vancouver Dozer Day, and so that is my baby. And so, but we have other partners that do it in other areas. So there's the Lane County, and then there's Seattle, and then there's Yakima, there's Kansas City, Missouri.
Wow.
Yes, and I think that I am missing one.
And I'm sure it's all on
Spokane.
the website. Spokane.
Yes.
And just like an amusement park, when you stand in line for a long time, once you ride the ride or get to maneuver the machine, you forget all about that long line.
Yes. And, the other thing is, while they're in line, there's games that parents can be playing with the kids, and there's other kids around, and they can always see the equipment. So there's plenty to see and do, So there's, all kinds of games. I Spy, and, just little games you can be playing with your kids while you're waiting in line as well.
Yeah. A ton of stuff on the phone now as well that makes
helps
lines go by fast.
For sure.
So what are the hours, and tell us again the dates and location. Rainey.
So the hours are Saturday and Sunday from 11 to 4. So May 18th and 19th from 11 to 4 at the Clark County Event Center, 17402 Northeast Delphel. Yes.
And anyone interested in going can buy their tickets at what locations again?
Chuck's Produce, Columbia Bank, and Riverview Community Bank.
Awesome. Well, I can't wait to attend. This is going to be my first year going, and I'm definitely going to try out some equipment, maybe find a new calling.
I think they'd be mad at me if I got you all. All right, we're taking Tracy.
So we want to encourage everyone to go, and for our VPS and the Evergreen Public School students out there, for Vancouver Public School students, please check with your career specialist for the event on Friday for the career fair. So if you would like to attend, there is still room, and you would just talk to your career specialist at your high school to find out how to do that. Thank you so much for being here today, Rainey.
Thank you for having me.
And looking forward to seeing you at DozerDay.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you.